Okay, definitely got some nerves going, but that's the reason we do the hobby, right? But the FlyFly Nimbus 4 meter, I guess, whatever. Here we go. This is the pre-flight of the Maiden. I thought I would do a little rundown on the ship and how I built it. FlyFly ran a pretty good deal on this, and it's certainly an entry-level glider price, but definitely not an entry-level glider in how much work you got to do to get it in flying shape. But what attracted me to it is just the wing, that high aspect ratio. You just cannot find any other, there's not another manufacturer really making the glider like this. So it's a balsa with 1 layer fiberglass wing at foam core. Very light layup on the fuselage. And my build out got me just about at 5 pounds, 6 or 7 ounces roughly. So pretty heavy for the thin wing. I'm expecting a very fast flyer. I had to repair some damage from the shipping. It broke the fiberglass tail there, and it was just hanging off of the fuse when I pulled it out of the box. Major bummer. So what I did is I got triangular balsa from Hobbytown and 1 layer of glass with some carbon strips, and just basically popped this little window off and reinforced the tail in there, and then just laid it back. Kind of ugly, but doesn't need to be that pretty. Anyway, functional, right? So the most important, or the coolest thing I think about this glider, is the SLS. I pulled that from the ST Models Arcus. Not a lot of power for this big of a glider, but I've had success in another one of my scale ships that's all molded 2.6 meter. So I thought I'd push my luck and see if we could get an SLS, retracting SLS on this thing. Big reason I wanted to do that is not only for looks, but also because a lot of people have hand launched this thing, and it's tough to hand launch a glider this size, and if you don't have it set up perfectly, you're done. So I'm going to try to do a rolling takeoff here. I've got the wings set up on flaperon, so there's 3 servo bays in the wing. One houses the air brake, and you could also put a second flap servo to support it. Instead, I just linked the whole wing together, epoxied it to make it one piece, and then set both control surfaces up as one flaperon for simplicity. But even with this, that still takes 8 channels. So I've got channel 1 left aileron, channel 2 right aileron, set up kind of like a DLG. Air brakes are on the throttle, individual, so that's 4 channels right there. Rudder, elevator, that's 6, and then the SLS is the motor and the retract unit, so that's 8. I'm running a Vario, FrSky Vario, and FrSky voltmeter on the battery. The packs I'm running, 1500, 3000 milliamp 3S pack with some lead shot in the nose to get the CG at 30 millimeters. I did the turbulator tape mod that's from the RC groups they suggested. You can see it right there. I got that from Let Models. Just quick, dirty paint job. That's what this glider's about, man. Just get it in the air. Now, this is not my first FlyFly glider. I've had the ASW 27, and I've had their DG 800, their 808. And much alike, they were just kind of high wing loading, slow or fast flyers. You couldn't really slow them down without tip stalling, but just fun to dick about with, as they say. And you can see, look at this day, man. And I'm gonna try to capture the Maiden here. So we're about to witness carnage or glory with the FlyFly Nimbus 4. Here we go. All right, end of the day, man. You know, like in the hobby, there's certainly lots of heartache and those days where maidens don't go well. And then there's days like today where it just exceeds all expectations. And, you know, I guess it's why you do it, right? I cannot believe how well this thing flew. I really just thought it was going to be a sort of an exercise in futility. And here it is. I've had like 5, 6 takeoff and landings. And I'm just smiling ear to ear.